This is a memo to a few select people who have huge control over our education system. They are members of the College Board, so please listen up. If you're in the orbit of a decision maker there, pass this to her or him. I'm Mark Greenstein. I've been tutoring for the SAT for 32 years. It is a very good standard. I've been saying this for 32 years. It's diminished a little bit from an excellent standard of 5 years ago, but good enough. And it should be salient, rock solid in the minds of people who want success for their kids and educators, i.e., colleges, that claim to be providing the most successful high level education. That standards that are met well deserve to be rewarded. You at the College Board have let yourselves diminish. You have followed along with changing a test to meet Common Core, which isn't that well accepted in the first place, and more importantly, not stridently talked about the goodness of a test that measures reasoning. You call yourself a reasoning test. Good. But you've become a test that is kind of weird elements that are sometimes taught in schools and sometimes not. And it leaves, frankly, the poorest kids the worst off because they really can't adapt to a standard-less test. Getting back to standards is good all around. Stop trying to sell to states, okay? At best, you're going to get half of a state's business at a very, very low rate. Okay, you're never going to get California because they just, want to drop standards in their colleges anyway. So with the states that might be in play, how about the following offer? We offer two standards that colleges may or may not want to accept, but they if they don't accept it, they do it at the peril of being known as not rigorous. Rigorous competitive colleges, which almost every parent seeks for their kid, would like to have a standard. I know they're split into two types, so you offer them both. You have achievement tests that are very good, very easy to take because they're 1 hour. You can do 3 in a day. They are well crafted. They have that guessing penalty so that if you don't know what you're talking about, you're not likely to get rewarded. Those are good for colleges that want to see achievement. Resourcefulness was once the hallmark of the SAT, and it can be again. Go back, ideally, to your 1995 to 2005 test. That was the gem, okay? Got a little worse after 2005, significantly worse after 2015. Go back to either of the prior two eras and allow people to study with open book, okay? You're creating a brand new test? Not necessarily. You could create the same one test, reissue it. There's 80 to study from, okay? So if some kids in Hagwons really want to master the SAT by memorizing 80 and hope that the one that shows up for them is one that they've memorized well, good for them. In fact, that's the kind of kid that maybe should get into Caltech or MIT. There's nothing wrong. It wipes out the element of cheating. It wipes out the element of what some people think is noxious test prep like we do. It's prepping to mastery, and in the process, prepping to master resourcefulness, how you react to brand new reading passages, how you infer things from those passages. Do you have command of vocabulary? Yes, the old sentence completions. Do you have creativity in applying situations? Yes, the old analogies. On the number side, do you have an ability to compare, like the old quantitative comparisons? Those were very good elements of reasoning. And let me speak now especially to African Americans on the board or those who care about African Americans nationwide. Your new test hurts urban kids. Okay? Your new test is harder to study for when kids are asked for basic things that may not have gotten taught in school, but their brains compute really well. Those kids are on the same playing field, urban, suburban, rural. It is much better. In fact, studies have shown that black kids did better on the analogies than any other portion, and yet you wiped that out 12 years ago. Get back to a good standard called reasoning for the colleges that might want that. And maybe some, MIT for example, will want both. Okay? You never had a problem testing kids on different dates for subject test one time, regular reasoning test another. Not a hard thing. Please get back to promoting yourself as a standard, not as an adjunct to a DC education department that almost nobody respects anymore. Thank you. Please pass this on.